starting on Monday, right, Javier? The official launch of the Small Business Rental Assistance Program that I introduced a special appropriation to initiate, and that the Latino American LEDC, I always want to get that right, that LEDC is administering on behalf of the county. And we're here in Long Branch, my home neighborhood. I was just reminiscing about the ice cream store that used to be across the street, the theater, which used to be here, which is now part of the expanded space of Roxana's Flowers and Gifts. And we're doing it here because this is a perfect example of the types of businesses that will be benefited by this program. One of the things that has become clear to me, as we've given out tens of millions of dollars in assistance from the federal, state, and county government, small businesses in particular, many of whom are owned by women and people of color, like Roxana, who you'll hear from shortly, and our storefront retail businesses have had a particularly hard time in staying afloat during this pandemic. Just to give you some really startling statistics, nationally, 40% of Black-owned businesses have disappeared. Many Latino-owned and women-owned businesses have had to close their doors. And those that rely on foot traffic and have to pay retail space have struggled to keep their leases in effect. And so this assistance is specifically targeted to those businesses that make less than $500,000 a year, so somewhere usually between 0 and 5 employees, and that are providing critical resources to our community, like flowers on Mother's Day or special occasions and other things, dry cleaners, go down the list. You have many on this block here in Long Branch. And this would allow them to apply for a $10,000, up to a $10,000 grant to assist with rent. We know that if a retail business, a small business, has to close their doors and can no longer be where they are, that takes a lot of rebuilding to get people to know that you're back or that you've moved, and many businesses just can't sustain that. So this will help with up to 3 months or $10,000, whichever is the lower amount, in assistance for these businesses. The other thing that's important is that we know that if you're a small retail business like this, you're busy conducting the work of your business. So you may not know, have gotten as much in the PPP in the federal government. You may not have known about these assistance programs and gotten your application in late. And so by reserving a spot for these businesses with this $1 million program, we're going to be able to help businesses that probably have not had access to the same amount of resources as others. And this is a large part of our community. Upwards of 60% of our small businesses have less than 10 people that they employ. And so this is the lifeblood of our community. It's in a segment that we have to support. And so I'm really proud that we're going to be launching this on Monday. So we have a number of people I want to introduce to give some remarks and talk about why this is so important. And first, I think we're going to have Carlos Perezosa, who's the president of, did I say that wrong?
Yeah,
Peroso. We're going to try that again. Carlos Peroso is the president of ZP Tax Incorporated, a small business owner himself, and president of the Long Branch Business League. So I want to invite Carlos to come up.
Thank you so much, Councilmember. Initiatives like this are the ones that we need as small business owners. And like, for example, I spoke yesterday with one mechanic that he has his shop in this area, and he was like struggling for his rent, to pay his rent. He pays $3,500 of rent. So this particular grant will help him tremendously to succeed. We try to get small business owners to apply for PPP and things like that. But normally small business owners, they want to do everything themselves. They don't want help. They want to succeed by themselves. Well, we need to convince them to take advantage of these type of programs so they can move forward and continue being part of this community. Well, that's all I have to say for today. So thank you so much. And thank you for providing us with those funds.
Thank you, Carlos. Next, we'll bring up Paul Greiner. No, Paul, you don't want to speak. Okay. We're going to skip Paul and we're going to go to directly to Roxana or Javier. We're going to go to Javier first. We're going to go to Javier Rivas, who's the program manager in the Resilient Business Corridors for LEDC and who's going to be administering this program. Javier.
Thank you so much, Councilmember. Good afternoon. My name is Javier Rivas, and I am the program manager for the Latino Economic Development Center's Resilient Business Corridors program. We serve Montgomery County businesses countywide, and specifically through the Wheaton Revitalization Program and along the Purple Line Construction Corridor. First, I would like to say thank you, Councilmember Jawando, for including us today in today's press conference. The Latino Economic Development Center, or LEDC, is a 29-year-old community development institution with a mission to drive the economic and social advancement of Latinos and other underserved communities. Since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, which disrupted all of our lives and the livelihoods of many families in the region, we have been working around the clock to support underserved and minority-owned businesses. One way we are doing this is through our Direct Community Investments Department, or DCI. It was created in 2020 to rapidly deploy emergency financial assistance in partnership with local governments. We expect that by mid-2021, we will have deployed more than $60 million in grants to DC and Maryland businesses through this department. So the Montgomery County Small Business Rental Assistance Program will be administered by this new department in partnership with the Montgomery County Business Advancement Team. We are prepared to begin accepting applications next Monday, May 17th, and the last date to apply is Monday, May 24th. Small businesses interested in applying for this grant can start the process through our website or searching in your web browser for LEDC Metro and Small Business Rental Assistance. We will also host 2 webinars this Friday, May 14th, for small businesses interested in learning more about the application process. The English session will start at 2 p.m. and the Spanish session will start at 3 p.m. To register, businesses can do so through our website and through our events page as well at ledcmetro.org/events. So I'll be here to answer any questions you might have, but I encourage small businesses to email us at sbra@ledcmetro.org if they have any additional questions. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Thank you, Javier, and thank you to the LEDC, to the Latino Economic Development Center, for all your work that you've been doing throughout the pandemic. So I am going to call you up now, okay? So we are standing in front of the recently, about a year ago, expanded Roxana's Flowers and Gifts right here in the heart of Long Branch, which is a business that is eligible for this and will probably be one of the people participating. It's open to everybody. It'll be based on eligibility and first come, first serve. But we wanted to give the kind of example of a local community business that would be directly impacted. So Roxana, if you could just introduce yourself and talk about why this could be helpful for you and businesses like you here in Long Branch. What?
Sí, buenas tardes. Pues estamos agradecidos por este nuevo proyecto que pues nos va a ayudar mucho a los pequeños empresarios, ya que nosotros hemos estado en una situación bien difícil, luchando día con día.
Yes, so we're very grateful that this opportunity is coming our way, because many small businesses like myself have been struggling day to day to maintain operations.
Sí, ha sido un año bien difícil, pero hemos trabajado duro para podernos mantener de pie, y con esta oportunidad que nos están dando para poder reforzar nuestra economía, nuestro trabajo, pues agradecida con Dios nada más, y pues siempre para adelante sin esperar ver para atrás y vamos a seguir en la lucha siempre. Gracias.
You gave me a lot to translate. No, so, you know, it's been a difficult year. Definitely, it's been a struggle day to day, for sure. But, you know, we're looking forward to being able to participate in this program and continue contributing to the local economy, as many of our small businesses do. Roxana thanks God for this opportunity and never looking back and looking forward to reopening and coming, bringing the business back to regular operations. So thank you very much.
Okay.
And last point, and if there's any questions, I just want to make is that businesses like Roxana's, they're important to her, but they're important to the people she employs. They're important to the community that they reside in. And this is part of our recovery effort. And my hope is that this is very successful. There's $1 million for this program. If you had 100 people, if my math is right, that you could have 100 businesses. There are way more than 100 businesses that fit in this category. So I'm hoping that it will be dramatically successful and that we have new federal money from the CARES Act, also in the rescue plan, and that this can be a model we can use going forward to give targeted relief to our small businesses that are disproportionately owned by women and people of color. And so appreciate you all coming out and happy to answer any questions if there are any from our colleagues that are here.
Sure, just eligibility details. Okay. Sí, muchas gracias. Entonces, el programa de asistencia para pequeños negocios para pagar renta específicamente es un programa administrado por el Centro Latino para el Desarrollo Económico, o LEDC en inglés, asociándonos con el condado de Montgomery. Este programa está diseñado para proveer asistencia específicamente para pagar la renta y serían hasta $10,000 que serían disponibles para negocios o también 3 meses de renta que se pagaría a través de este programa. Los negocios que son que pueden aplicar para este programa son específicamente negocios que venden productos o servicios. Los restaurantes no pueden aplicar para esto, es más para tiendas, floristerías como Roxana aquí, salones de belleza y también gimnasios, pero todo eso se puede encontrar en nuestra página web. Los detalles de cómo aplicar, todo se puede hacer a través de la página web de LEDC, buscando ledcmetro.org y Small Biz Assistance Program. Y también tenemos un correo electrónico también para hacer cualquier pregunta y también lo podemos responder en español, es sbra@ledcmetro.org. También hay un seminario virtual mañana, viernes, a las 3 de la tarde. Será en español para poder educar a las personas que están interesadas en el proceso de la aplicación y aplicar para este programa. Muchas gracias.
Anything else? We said it all. All right, good. So the website again, ledcmetro.org, and you can apply starting on Monday. So please spread the word, and we're looking forward to supporting our small businesses. Thank you all for coming. All right.
Gracias. It's